box-out situation.
Marv, another thing we've seen in the last two first quarters, basically Iverson and Mutombo have scored all their points. Let's see if they can get someone else involved here to help them.
Iverson played by Fisher. Fisher with the steal and is grabbed by Iverson. So Iverson giving up the foul, and he thought he was fouled.
Well, one of the things that we know, Fisher is about 25 pounds heavier. He's going to put his body on him. He's going to bang him. He's going to try to get his hand up in his face. And there's a frustration foul by Allen Iverson. Now, he must stay out of foul trouble, but very unhappy. Remember, Marv, the game in LA, or excuse me, in Philadelphia, very concerned about it. He was getting hit in the face all the time with Fisher's hand.
Eric Fisher, a very aggressive defender. And we get a whistle away from the ball. Dick Pavetta with the call. Now the Sixers a hold called on Tyrone Hill. Derek Fisher says that he has had to make adjustments in his game defensively. Usually takes those signature charges. Bryant is fouled, so a third straight foul on the 76ers. But Fisher so aware that the officiating, as he put it, changes in the playoffs, particularly here in the finals, and he's afraid he will not get the calls, particularly against Iverson.
Well, as you said, he's one of the best in the league at drawing the charge, but it's such a bang-bang kind of play that with Iverson, if it's close, Fisher's probably going to get the foul. That's just the way it works.
The 76ers committing 3 fouls within the first 30 seconds. So Kobe Bryant at the line. Kobe with a sensational all-around performance in Game 4. He was 1 assist shy of a triple-double. More of a setup guy, with Shaquille O'Neal coming through with an overpowering ball game. Eric Snow handling. Eric Snow began this series coming off the bench. Here's Iverson. Yes.
And he's going to need a lot of that tonight. We talked in our open mark. 30's not going to be good enough. Nor is 35. He's going to have to score in the 40s tonight.
And it was not a strong 35 points the other night. A bad shooting ball game for Allen Iverson. Did not really get into it until that run in the fourth quarter.
And he's shooting right at 40% for the series. It's taken him 130 shots to get 141 points.
Tumbles pass to Hill. Oh, Tyrone Hill with an early bucket. We have not seen that all series.
A very positive sign there. Tyrone Hill's almost been squeezing the air out of the ball.
Iverson with the strip. The Sixers want a fast start. Not the case the other night. Fox had a notion with Shaquille O'Neal down court, but Mutombo was able to hustle back. Now Shaq getting down deep. That's a rare miss for Shaquille O'Neal when he's that close. Iverson with the head fake. Iverson, yes.
The little guy, you got to marvel at him, Marv. The degree of difficulty on those shots over Shaquille O'Neal is really amazing.
76ers with the 6-2 lead. And here's O'Neal getting the step, but he missed the step. Iverson again, stutter steps. Iverson, Snow with the putback.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal did not get back from half court, so he's missed a couple shots here early that he got off to a great start in Game 4. But he's got to get back on defense.
Now being forced further out. And a foul is called. It's on the Sixers. Iverson came from the blind side looking for the steal. Hit with a second and also collects a technical foul.
Well, you can see the passion running early in this ball game. Allen Iverson, that's why I thought the first foul that he committed, Marv, he should have let go. Now he's got himself in peril here with 2 fouls. Also a technical, so he has to be very careful to regain that composure. He's a guy that plays with so much energy and passion.
He's trying to settle himself down. He realized not only has he committed bad fouls, but bad decision in picking up the technical.
Well, you can see he reached in there. He actually had good help defensively. Eric Snow was there to give help. Mutombo was behind him defensively. He did not need to commit that foul.
Philadelphia with an 8-3 lead here at the start. Now the mismatch with Iverson involved with Grant down low. Bryant just did get it off to beat the 24. Iverson met by Shaq. No count. Foul called before the shot attempt. Holding foul away from the ball on Fisher.
Well, Derek Fisher got caught in a switch on Mutombo, and what he did, he tried to prevent him from rolling to the basket. Joey Crawford, the official, ruled that he impeded his progress and called the foul.
Eric Snow being played by Kobe Bryant. We're just underway here in Philadelphia. The 76ers trying to stay alive, looking to a 6th game in Los Angeles. Aaron McKee cannot find the range. 1 for 9 in Game 4 this past Wednesday night.
Yeah, he's 12 for 41 for the series. That's under 30%.
Shaky play here by the Lakers. Iverson chased by Bryant. Iverson able to hit on the fast break, and then ends up flying into the photographer's area. Fisher for 3. Derek Fisher from downtown.
Seems like the Lakers, all this playoffs, have come up with timely shots. Guys hitting big threes to prevent runs that give you surges that sort of knock you on your heels early in the game, Marv.
We saw that the other night. Robert Horry, Brian Shaw, Derek Fisher all hitting from downtown at opportune times. Here's Hill, very active here at the start. Hill again draws the foul. Yes, and the touch.
What a welcome sight here in Philadelphia. Tyrone Hill, who has been struggling to say the least, finally broke loose a little bit, had 7 points in Game 4. But the Sixers are playing out of a double team. The Lakers are double teaming Mutombo early. We have not seen that much, Mark. So what it's done, it's freed up Tyrone Hill. He's cut to the basket, got a pass. He's got an offensive rebound. So now he's involved in this game. I'm a little surprised that the Lakers are double teaming Mutombo.
Perhaps the element of surprise by Phil Jackson here at the start. But the Sixers are finding other people. And Tyrone Hill with 4 points and 4 rebounds.
Well, the Sixers already have 12 points. Remember, they only had 14 in the first quarter of Game 4, so the lineup change has helped get them off to a good start.
A shot of defense from this crowd. Once again, Shaq forced to start out a bit deeper than usual, but a beautiful spin. And the Sixers now lead 12-8.
Well, when he makes that shot, he's indefensible. You got to take away his dunks and layups and force him to shoot jumpers.
For Shaq, his first field goal. Nice pass from Mutombo. Mutombo coming from the left side of the beautiful setup.
Well, a great overplay defensively, and the Sixers were ready for it. McKee with a great backdoor cut, and he found his teammate Mutombo.
Here's the double on Bryant. Fisher for 3. Grant with a good play to get to that rebound. Horace Grant extending over Aaron McKee.
See, when you have to do a lot of double teaming, what happens is, in many instances, you get caught with a smaller man underneath the basket guarding a power forward. That's exactly what happened on that play, and Horace took advantage of it.
So the 76ers lead 14-10. Iverson, yes. Allen Iverson off to a superb start. He's 4 for 5. He has 8 points. He has picked up 2 fouls plus a technical. Nice ball movement by the Lakers, and Fox knocks down the 3. Rick Fox had a couple of timely hoops the other night. In fact, his only baskets, he was 2 for 7, 7 points. 76ers lead 16-13. Iverson is open from downtown. 76ers have not been able to hit from beyond that three-point line.
Well, Iverson for the series, 8 for 28, only 29%. Marv, to put that in perspective, as we see Iverson's last basket, he works so hard, he comes off those screens, and the one thing he's done, he's become a better shooter on this kind of shot. Used to be sort of casted the ball up there. Now he has much better release on the shot. But Marv, one of the differences in this series is that three-point line. The Lakers have outscored the Sixers 33 points from behind the line in the series.
They hit 26 from three-point line. There's another by Rick Fox. And the game is tied at 16. So they have 27 threes, while the Sixers with only 13. And this crowd continues to urge the Sixers on. Mutombo. So important to Mutombo to continue hitting that perimeter shot to draw Shaquille O'Neal outside.
Are you still incredulous?
No more. I buy it now.
All right.
He has all the moves. Baseline jumpers straight away. Once again, Grant off the mismatch. Came up short as Mutombo came over to alter the shot, but then deflected it out of bounds. Iverson, a 73% free throw shooter during the NBA Finals. Let's check in with Jim Gray. Jim? Apparently there was audio difficulty with that report from Jim Gray. No difficulty on the part of Shaquille O'Neal. And the 76ers now lead 19-18.
Shaq had been rather quiet, Marv. I think he felt like we needed to talk about him a little bit after that. Wow. Woo.
Second field goal for Shaquille O'Neal. Here comes Fisher. Iverson on the open floor. Grant is back. Iverson taking all the way. And batted out of bounds by the 76ers.
Now watch the power of Shaquille O'Neal. Watch Mutombo. It's almost like he lifts him off the floor. Your feet leave the floor. It's pretty difficult to jump, and Shaq just powered it in the basket.
Good pass. Fox does not force the issue. Thought he had the step, but was met by Mutombo. Here's Grant. Lakers trying to get Horace Grant more involved with the offense. 3:46 remaining. George Lynch has checked in for the first time, coming out for Tyrone Hill. And McKay hits his first field goal. Tyrone Hill getting a hand from the crowd as he sat down with 4 points and 5 rebounds. George Lynch made his return from the broken foot Wednesday night in Game 4, played 8 minutes. And he's just out on the floor trying to help do some things defensively. Here's Bryant. Rebound O'Neal. Has the double team going. Lynch over to help. Fisher for 3. Derek Fisher with his second three-pointer.
Again, that timely three-point shooting off an offensive rebound. The court is broken. It's tough to find a man, and those are the kind of threes that really hit you hard.
The game is tied at 21. Lakers 4 out of 5 from downtown. Mutombo. Oh, Lynch with the rebound. Oh, looks like he blocked his own shot.
Well, he had no lift. That's where you can see that he has not played. He wanted to go up, and he would normally dunk that ball.
Looked like he was uncertain.
Yes.
And a timeout taken with 2.5 remaining.
And he said, you know what, Doug, this is just a setback. I asked him if he was discouraged. He said, I'm not discouraged. I'm just disappointed. He said, I was playing so well. I was starting to get my legs back to my timing. He said, so it's just going to delay my decision. When I heal up, I'll get back to my training and see where I'm at. But probably 6 or 8 weeks before he's back on the floor playing. But he still has a goal, Mark, of trying to come back and play. And this is just a setback for him. This is not the end.
You're taking it very calmly here.
Well, I believe in Michael, so I know somewhere down the road he's going to give it another great shot.
And what a shot by Roger Bell, who just checked in. Robert Horry on the floor for the first time for the Lakers. And the Sixers now lead at 23-21. Here's Fisher. That's an unusual shot for Derek Fisher.
That's what they want him to take, that shot on the move.
Roger Bell, close to a travel. Changed his mind. He had the three-pointer set up. Iverson. Good decision by Roger Bell as they're able to reset, and the Sixers now lead 25-21.
Well, you can see what the Lakers do on any kind of screen roll. They push it to the baseline. They're going to give you that jump shot. You see the hand in the face, but they just don't want Iverson to get all the way to the basket. They want to make him a jump shooter.
Robert Horry's in his last 6 from downtown. Shaquille O'Neal, he's been off here at the start. 1 minute left. in the first.
Oh, very close.
Yes, Iverson with a nice pass. Iverson for Lynch, and George Lynch with his first field goal of these NBA Finals. And that was very close to an offensive foul. Iverson is playing with 2 fouls. 6 unanswered points for the Sixers. Bell knocked it away, and a foul is called.
That will be his third. The contact and the foul, so we will have to keep our eye on exactly what occurs now with Allen Iverson sitting, and how long will Larry Brown sit him. You know, with this being a game that if you lose, you're done. Normally, you maybe set the guy out the entire second quarter mark. I don't think Larry will do that tonight. I think he'll bring him back in the second quarter.
Iverson, a player who rarely gets himself in foul trouble. He came out very excited, picked up those 2 fouls within 30 seconds, and then picked up a technical.
That's why you hate to see your best player take frustration fouls. And the first foul of the game was a frustration foul. He thought he got fouled. He just reached out and grabbed Fisher.
Kevin Ollie has come on for Allen Iverson. Mutombo draws the double. Roger Bell wide open. Rebounded by Bryant, and the Lakers will live with Roger Bell taking open 3-pointers.
I think when you look at the 76ers, if they come back next season, you're going to see them add a couple 3-point shooters. If they have a weakness, that's one thing that they don't do well.
O'Neal with a beautiful drop step. That's his 3rd field goal. 6 points for Shaq. Final seconds of the first quarter. Snow angling and is fouled by Shaw. They had the foul again.
Rick Fox got hit with a blind screen. He's holding his right arm and shoulder. I don't know whether his teammate talked to him on the pick or not, but he is guarding him. You've got to speak, and that screen is coming up behind you. That defender has got to let you know that is coming, so you don't get that kind of shot that he took.
Allen Iverson checks back in with 3 5/10 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Tyronn Lue, now one of Allen Iverson's closest friends.
Well, now you say, why is Iverson in? Obviously, the last shot, they want him to catch the ball. The big thing you can't do is run in there and get a charge.
Oh, Lue got picked off. Iverson for 3. And that is the end of the first quarter. The Hawkers played well the last couple of games. Been a steadying influence. Last game in the first half, he also was a scorer. Here's Kobe Bryant. Aaron McKee did not go for the pump fake. Shot clock down to 4. Here's O'Neal. And Mutombo on the loose ball.
Dikembe's done a nice job. It appears that Shaq's not just emotionally into this game yet, Marv. I don't know if he's pacing himself for the finish, but not off to that strong start that we normally see.
He came out with power the other night in Game 4. Mutombo. Here's Shaq getting down court, and the crowd looking for a foul off the contact with McKee.
Now that's what we saw the other night. Early in the game, Shaq ran early. He got to the basket. He caught the ball around the rim and finished with power. Let's see if that gets him going.
The Sixer lead is now 1. Snow off the pick from Mutombo, blocked. Mutombo foul. Foul is called on Ori.
Shaquille O'Neal just released on the shot. Here he goes for the ball. Sixer fans felt he just bowled McKee out of the way. That's one of those no calls. You got both guys sort of going for the play. Just play on. Shaq is just so much bigger and stronger. He was able to play through the contact.
McKee. And McKee showing some signs. We talked the other night about the fatigue factor with McKee's playing with an assortment of injuries. It's not been himself. It has not helped that he's had to follow Kobe Bryant around on the defensive end. And Robert Horry with his 7th straight 3-pointer overall in the finals. 8 for 11 from downtown. 7 of his last 7 from 3-point range.
Well, we talked about it in our open. We said that Robert Horry is always at his best in the NBA Finals. Back-to-back championships with the Rockets, now trying to go back-to-back with the Lakers. But he comes in the game. He's a terrific defender. And what we've also seen him do in this series, Marv, is be a press breaker. He takes the ball up the floor against the power forwards of the Sixers to release some pressure. You can see with Iverson down, they got outscored by 5 points. Larry Brown says, no time for tomorrow. I got to get him back in the game.
Allen Iverson back on the floor. Ron Lewis there. Brian Shaw with the steal and fouled by Aaron McKee. Avoiding the layup by Shaw. How about Brian Shaw this past Tuesday morning? Went back home to Oakland, California for the birth of his daughter. Brian's wife, Nikki, gave birth to Bianca. Brian made the trip and then flew back to Philadelphia in time for Game 4 on Wednesday. Did a nice job in his 10 minutes of playing time, including hitting another three-pointer. Lakers now lead by 2. Mutombo with the second effort. And the game is tied at 31.
You know, nobody can play against Shaq head-out, Mark. There's no question. But you know what? Dikembe has really earned a lot of respect in this series. He has stood in there. He's played exceptionally well on both ends of the floor. There's just no one who's a match individually for Shaquille O'Neal.
Back comes Iverson. Shaq thus far 4 for 8 points. Beautiful pass as Hill was able to get position and was held by Fox.
Dikembe going to the offensive boards after the miss. He stays with his shot. The long arms, gets up there sooner than any of the Lakers can, and gets the nice kind roll with the finish. So Dikembe Mutombo, the emotion, the expression, and he told his teammates between games, he goes, guys, we cannot wait till the fourth quarter to try to turn it on. We've got to come from energy from the start of the game. Marv, they've done a much better job of that. Eric Snow has really helped this team, and Tyrone Hill off to a much better start. You see, he did get it going a little bit in Game 4. He did have 7 points, but 17 fouls in this series. His rebounding has been down tonight. He has 5 points and 6 rebounds, so off to a good start.
Tyrone during the regular season averaged just under 10 a game. That will count, and the foul. Rick Fox headed to the line. He's off to a fast start. He'll look for his 9th point of his half.
Well, Aaron McKee's going to have to sit down. Now, this is 2 fouls in a row on the fast break. He took a foul on Shaw. This time he gets Rick Fox. Rick Fox just sort of gets that shoulder inside of him. And you see Kobe Bryant. Kobe talked to me before the game. He said, we just got to stay in the moment. He said, our whole thing is we know they're going to come out with energy. They're going to put a surge at us. We have to keep our poise. And we just have to be close when we get into that second quarter. Well, Marv, you look up at the score, and if Fox makes this free throw, it's a tie game.
So 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Teron Lue all over Allen Iverson. Now Iverson with the step back. Good job by Jermaine Jones, who just checked in.
Maybe some pressure will be taken off Jermaine Jones. Really not a starter. He's playing out of his role with all the injuries. Maybe coming off the bench, he'll relax a little bit.
Horry cheating off to help on Mutombo. Oh, Dikembe Mutombo with a running hook. He now has 8 points, and the game is tied at 34. And Lue trying to save it. Getting the step, and the foul is called on the Lakers. Teron Lue being helped up. Blocking foul though on Lue.
See the footwork of Shaq. We always talk about his power, but the little hop step, he gets a nice rhythm when he can hop across that middle, and he just sort of squirts that ball over his right shoulder. That's an impossible shot to block.
Eric Snow playing with a stress fracture in his right ankle. Looking for his 3rd point. He does have 4 assists. During the series against Milwaukee, Larry Brown was showing teammates footage of Willis Reed making that dramatic entrance out of the floor back in the 69-70 series against the LA Lakers. As inspiration with all the injuries suffered by the Sixers, they were calling Eric Willis Jr.
Now I have a question. Was the inspiration Willis walking out, or was the fact that it was your voice calling it?
Yes, many players mentioned that. Here's O'Neal, and a foul is called. They did mention it was the very inspirational sound that just turned them around.
It would have fired me up.
Yes, I'm sure. So Shaq to the line. Lynch called for the foul. And Philadelphia having its difficulties at the line once again. 2 for 7 from the free throw strike. And Shaq hitting his first from the foul line.
Shaquille O'Neal working himself up that ladder of all-time scoring averages in the playoffs. He's been sensational once again, and if the Lakers go on to win this, he will be hands-on the guy that will win the MVP of the finals. It will be back-to-back, and he will also join a very select company and guys who've been able to do that in their careers.
In the 4 games coming into tonight, Shaq averaging 34 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocked shots. Iverson is now 5 for 13. Iverson trying to draw the foul. He went flying. 4 for 3. That's his first miss after hitting 7 straight. And a foul is called as Fox and Jones got involved. It's on Fox.
Mark, we got to keep our eye on Allen Iverson. He has been holding his right side. And I don't know if he took a shot early or on a fall or whatever, but he has been holding his right side. And since he's come back, he's cooled off a little bit. Iverson goes down here. But actually, even about the last 4 or 5 minutes, I've been watching him. So we'll have to keep our eye on him to see if that's bothering him.
4-point lead for the Lakers, their biggest lead of the night. Iverson has missed his last 4 shots. Mutombo. And back comes Tyronn Lue. Here's Rick Fox. And he's fouled.
Well, if that's Aaron McKie, that will be his 3rd. That will be a tough foul. He and Iverson will both have 3 fouls.
And it is 3 on McKie. Let's check in with Lewis Johnson.
Yeah, Mark, for more on this situation with Allen Iverson, I've been watching him over here for the last 2 timeouts, and he has had a bag of ice on the right hip. Now, a few minutes ago, the trainers told me that he has a bruised hip, but I also saw him mouthing the words ribs. But there's no confirmation that there's a rib problem, but he is definitely in pain on the right side. Mark?
All right, Lewis, here's a look at that collision with Kobe Bryant. And apparently that's where he injured his ribs.
Yeah, he also got his 3rd foul on that play that you spoke about. So it's foul trouble starting to mount up. Remember, they got 3 quick fouls to start the game, sort of set the tone. But Iverson and McKie both with 3.
Lakers now lead by 6. 6:25 remaining in the first half. Snow challenging O'Neal, and it was Horry who came over and came up with the block shot.
Eric Snow looking for the foul, was sandwiched between 2 players. Many instances, Marv, if the ball is blocked, whatever happens after that, they rule incidental contact.
10 on the shot clock. Iverson trying to shake Lue. Here's Hill. Oh, Tyronn Hill very much into it tonight. That's his 3rd field goal. He has 7 points, 6 rebounds. The Sixers down by 4, but Shaq gets it right back.
Had my eye on Shaq the entire way, went right to the front of the rim. Kobe was watching him. He pointed to the corner, said, throw it to the corner and get me the ball inside. That's exactly what they did.
Joe Crawford, the baseline official, checking with Bernie Fryer.
Looking to work himself into this game after what would be a slow start for him.
Shaq with only 1 foul thus far in this first half. He did foul out of game 3, in foul difficulty in game 2. Finished with 5 in game 2. Allen Iverson with his first points of this second quarter has 13 for the night, and the Lakers are up by 4. Derek Fisher is back. Fisher and Bryant in the backcourt. Fox, Horry, and O'Neal up front. Kobe got the baseline cut off by Jones. Goes right back at him. And is fouled.
Now, Kobe is struggling from the field, and when you do that, you want to get to the foul line. Remember, Marv, in game 1, when the Lakers lost their only game of the playoffs, Kobe only got to the line one time on a technical. Now he's working to get inside, put the pressure on the defense. You get to that line, you get some free throws, maybe get a couple fast breaks, and then that jumper starts to fall. That's how you work yourself back into the game. Kobe shooting 2.
Kobe does have 5 rebounds, 4 assists as we approach 5 minutes remaining in this first half. The Lakers with the ball, and they lead by 6. The Los Angeles Lakers looking to conclude matters tonight for a second straight NBA championship. The alley-oop for O'Neal. Rick Fox right on target.
When the emotion is out of the game like it is now, it comes to execution. The Sixers are starting to get a little flat right now. They need a score.
Lakers with their biggest lead of the night. They now lead by 8. Here's Hill. Well, Tyrone Hill, 4 for 6 from the floor. He has 9 points. None of the 76er players feel that Tyrone had been distracted throughout the playoff run, worrying about his father, who had been ill. Father was recently discharged from the hospital a couple of weeks after having a stroke. Here's Hill. And O'Neal with the rebound. Tyrone Hill during the regular season averaged 10 points, 9 rebounds, and coming into tonight only 6 for 20 from the field. Again, O'Neal getting down deep. Horry able to steal that rebound. He's wide open. It's an unusual shot for Horry.
He's too close to the basket.
Bryant for 3. Yes. So Kobe Bryant with his first field goal. He missed his 5 previous shots.
See, how many times have we seen second shots lead to those open threes? Marv, you can't get to a guy when you're scrambling to get on the board. Lakers quietly pulling themselves out to a 9-point lead.
It is a 9-point Laker lead. 3:15 remaining in this first half. Mutombo thought he was fouled. Rick Fox open. O'Neal able to keep it alive. Oh, beautiful backdoor pass, but Fox came up short on the reverse. Eric Snow pushing it. Rodney Buford on the floor for the first time. That's Buford with the ball, and he fires.
Marv, we talked about Allen Iverson when he picked up his 3rd foul in the first quarter. How would that affect his team? Since that point in time, they've been outscored 27-13. He has lost his rhythm, and so has the team.
And the Lakers have killed the Sixers from the 3-point line. They're 6 of 8 from downtown. Illegal defense called for the first time against the 76ers. And at the foul line, the Lakers 13 of 14, while the 76ers once again have struggled 4 for 9 at the line. Two and a half remaining in this first half. Here's Bryant. Kobe is now 1 for 7 from the field. Fox able to break it up. That was intended for Buford.
Well, one of the things the Lakers have done as the series has gone on, they have really concentrated on their transition defense, taking away easy scores by the Sixers. If the Sixers don't steal the ball, get in the open court and get layups, it's very difficult for them to score. And the Lakers have been very, very good, Marvin, getting back and taking away that.
Iverson. Allen Iverson from downtown. He has 16 points. That's his second 3. And the Lakers now lead by 6. O'Neal. Rebounded by Buford, who can lead. Iverson penetrates and hits.
He scores in bunches. He'll miss 4 or 5 in a row. That's not going to deter him. He's going to keep firing. A little 5-point spurt here. And once again, the Sixers are within 4.
Bryant with the spin. Last touch by the 76ers. So it's Laker ball with 1:36 to go in this first half. And the Sixers, off a flurry by Iverson, are now within 4. Fox will put it in play. O'Neal. And deflected out by Buford. So the Lakers now have 18 on the shot clock. 76ers hoping to extend this series to a 6th game back in Los Angeles on Monday night. Kevin Ollie replacing Allen Iverson, sits down with 18 points. Fox trying the element of surprise with that inbounds and a foul. Shaq was held, and he'll go to the line. Both teams are over the foul limit.
Well, Allen Iverson gets hot. He scores 2 straight baskets. He pulls back and he hits a 3. And he follows it up with a great drive over Shaquille O'Neal. He is so good at this shot. This little teardrop floater. He uses the backboard to soften that shot up. He scores 5 straight points. Now, the reason Larry Brown took him out, he was going to go offense, defense. He does not want him to pick up his 4th foul. So anytime there's a stoppage, he'll try to get him back in for his offense.
And now he is checked back in after sitting down as Shaq goes to the line. Iverson back on the floor. The foul was called on Eric Snow. Shaquille O'Neal now 2 of 3 at the line. Had a off performance in game 4, just 8 for 16 at the line. So it's Philadelphia ball. They're down by only 4. A minute 20 left in the half. And the call against Fisher. That is his 2nd.
Many instances they'll let that contact go. Sometimes they'll call it. You have to read what the officials are doing. And again, Iverson on one of those little runs that he needs to get his team, back in this game. They were down 9 at 49-40. They're trying to close this as they go into half. It would be very important.
Iverson with 6 straight points for the 76ers and has 19. Larry Brown telling us prior to the game that the 76ers, looks like Dikembe Mutombo has drawn blood, and he'll be replaced by Matt Geiger.
I can't imagine how he would draw blood. He's only playing against Shaq. I mean, you honestly think that he could do that, Mark?
Here's Geiger coming on for the first time. Dikembe's been smacked around pretty good, I'd have to say, as Shaq would be the first to admit. Back in game 2, suffered a cut on his tongue, took 3 stitches after the game.
Allen Iverson has to be very, very careful here this last minute. He cannot get his 4th foul.
It's a 3-point Laker lead. O'Neal going right at Geiger, and the foul is called.
That's a great foul. Matt Geiger comes into the game for Mutombo. You get that deep in the post. Shaq has just missed 2 free throws. Foul him and make him go back to that free throw line.
And here comes Dikembe, changing the jersey, making his way over to the scorer's table. O'Neal 2 for 4 from the line. Looks like he has that stroke back. Just under 1 minute remaining in the half. Iverson. Fisher breaks down, chased by Snow, and has to reset it. The Lakers with a 50-46 lead. Here's Bryant.
Oh, what a spectacular play. Marby fumbled the ball, but his footwork was brilliant to turn and hit that shot.
Allen Iverson felt that he traveled. Snow will go to the line.
Iverson has 3 fouls. He cannot get his 4th. Kobe recognizes that, so where does he go? Right to the front of the rim, fumbles the pass, but look at the gorgeous footwork to swing away from the defense with that little half hook. And Kobe's got the entire package, Marv. I call him in the open the most complete player on the perimeter in the NBA. That's a combination of his playmaking skills, his ability to score, but also as an all-league defender.
Eric Snow hits his first free throw. That's Kevin Ollie checking back in. Larry Brown not taking any chances. Allen Iverson will sit down. Allen Iverson looking as if he is in great pain as he took a seat on the bench.
Well, you know, that rib injury hurts. You get hit in the ribs. When I talked to Michael yesterday, he said that that's one of the most painful things he went through is a couple of those broken ribs. So
Michael who?
Michael, well, you know. Michael.
Oh, Michael, yeah, that Michael.
There's only one Michael. Come on now.
Well, he suffered the injury the other day during a workout. Shaq handling the ball, had it knocked away from behind. Last touch by the 76ers. How will those bruised ribs affect Michael's return in terms of getting back in time to be able to attract free agents?
Well, he just said it's basically going to delay his decision for a couple months. But when talking to him, we see Kobe once again in the post. And talking to him, he's very committed to once he gets over this injury to coming back and getting himself in the kind of shape he thinks he needs to play. So he'll be ready. Allen Iverson checking back in with the Sixers. Back to the offense. 19 points for Iverson. 7 of 16 from the field. And there's no question he is playing despite the pain from the bruised ribs. Well, we showed a while ago all the minutes that he has played. They will take their toll when you play with the energy and getting all the contact he does. How many times does he get knocked down during the course of a game? Final seconds of the half. Here's the double on Iverson, and it's a kick ball. Iverson was looking for Ali. See, now Aaron McKie's going to come back in the game with three fouls to give them another shooter on the floor if they double team. Now, who is Shaq going to guard? With that said, looks like Ron Harper is going to come in, probably take Shaq out of the game. It's a big possession here right now. If the Sixers can score, three-pointer, they cut it to 1. A two-pointer cuts it to 2. They'll be right there. So both coaches playing a little chess game here right now to finish the half. So both teams now going small. Iverson checking the clock. Iverson putting the move on. Fisher has to force one up. Played very well by Derek Fisher. And that is the end of the first half. Fisher would not allow the good look. At halftime here in Philadelphia, it's the Lakers with a 52-48 lead. You can see Allen Iverson leaning to his right, favoring the rim. The Lakers with a decisive edge of the foul line and also hitting 3, 6 for 9 from downtown. Here's Kobe. The play by McKie to get it away from Fox. Lakers with that 4-point lead as this third quarter gets underway. Allen Iverson hanging in, being played aggressively by Derek Fisher. Beats him off the dribble, rejected by O'Neal. The Sixers have to come with that same energy they started the game with. They cannot dig themselves a hole. Fisher for 3. Derek Fisher from downtown. And that's his third 3. Larry Brown is going to have to really watch his team, Marv. If the Lakers score a couple times, he's going to have to take some timeouts. He's got to control this game right now. Mutombo fed by McKie, and he's fouled. O'Neal with his second. Here's Derek Fisher right here, and on the penetration by Kobe, he's just going to kick the ball right back to him. See him pull the defenders. 3 guys go to his penetration, and Fisher squares it up. Those are the kind of shots he got against San Antonio when he went 15 of 20 in that series, set a record for 3-point field goals made in a 4-game series. Dikembe Mutombo at the line for the first time. See the numbers on Derek Fisher. The Lakers now 7 of 10 from 3-point range. An interesting statistic as we see Mutombo at the line. The 76ers 28 points in the paint in the first half. The Lakers only 18. Normally that has been the other way. So even with them controlling the paint, they still trail. Lakers have a 6-point edge. They open up with Bryant, Fisher in the backcourt. O'Neal, Grant, Fox up front. Shot clock at 5. Kobe able to recover. Rebounded by Grant. Horace Grant overshoots, but Bryant able to come away with it. Wow. Kobe Bryant. Mark, what hustle. Missed his first 3 shots of the quarter. He just wanted that ball and got it back and was able to knock it down. What a great play.
Lakers now lead 57-49. And the foul is called on Grant. For Horace, it is his second.
When you are trying to get back in the game, you've got to come up with every loose ball you can see. Horace Grant takes it away from Tyrone Hill. Now watch Kobe just wrestle this ball away and muscle it back into the basket, looking for something to get him going.
McKee eluding Fox. And then a foul is called as Hill got involved with Grant. Tyrone Hill called for his second personal. Doug, you look back to the Western Conference run by the Lakers to the brink of repeating, winning another title. The Lakers won their 3 elimination games by an average of 16 points. 2 of their 3 previous series against Portland and Sacramento were clinched on the road. They have gone 7-0 on the road in this playoff run, and Kobe Bryant beginning to feel it.
See, that's what happens. You get yourself a hustle basket, you come right back and you get that little spinner on the baseline.
Lakers open up a 10-point lead. Eric Snow, Sixers are getting their shots, not able to hit.
This is danger time.
Fisher, rebounded by Grant, and a foul. Horace Grant doing a terrific job.
Well, the question is, are the Sixers out of gas? I mean, we talked about, Mark, before the game in our open, this game was not going to be about energy or hustle or any of those things. It was going to be about execution. Right now, the Sixers look like a very tired team. The Lakers are beating them to every loose ball to start this third period.
Horace Grant gunning for his 4th NBA championship. A member of 3 title teams with the Chicago Bulls. It's been 8 years, though, between championships for Horace, who came over in that 4-team trade from the Seattle Sonics.
Well, I tell you, I feel old watching Horace Grant. I was his first coach when he was a rookie. He and Scottie Pippen came in. What careers those 2 guys have had. Championships, and to watch them grow and blossom into these kind of players has really been amazing.
Here's Snow just firing one up. Snow on the recovery. Lakers with a 60-51 lead. 3 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Good play by Snow, and then fouled by Bryant.
Kobe's got to be aware that anytime Eric Snow is in the game, he's going to be tracking that ball. Eric Snow makes a very difficult shot at the basket, but does not quit on the play, gets up off the floor, and then knocks in that little 8 to 10 foot jumper on the baseline.
Iverson, yes. So Iverson is now 8 of 19. He has 21 points. The Sixers down by 7. There's Fox getting the step and draws the foul.
Rick Fox will surprise you with his quickness. That time he saw an opening and took it right to the basket. Allen Iverson always working off the basketball. You see Derek Fisher go for the steal, and he sort of slides to that open area on the baseline to knock in that jump shot. Works so well without the basketball. And Marv, it's interesting because in college he had the ball so much in his hands. He did the same thing when he came into the league early. But they really have made him into a 2-guard, and he has learned so well how to move without that ball and use those screens.
And Tyrone Hill, who has emerged as an important player for the Sixers tonight, picked up his 4th. So he sits down. 3 fouls the last 95 seconds committed by Tyrone Hill, bringing on Matt Geiger as his replacement. Lewis Johnson reporting that George Lynch, suffering that sprained toe in the first half, will not make a return tonight. Iverson for 3. Geiger and Grant in a battle, and the foul is called on Grant.
Well, they're going to need some play from Matt Geiger. Now, he has had games where he's come in like in game 1. He had 5 field goals, gave him 10 points off the bench in the victory. He's come in, hit some shots, but he's gotten himself in foul trouble. Marv, he can only play in spurts, so for 5-6 minutes, he has got to give his team something.
Well, in this instant, Matt Geiger not matched with Shaquille O'Neal. He's matched up with Horace Grant. Mutombo turned back by O'Neal. Snow had it struck. Crowd looking for a foul. getting up in the face of Fisher, preventing the three-point attempt. Here's Bryant able to post up. Rebound O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal with 19 points.
Well, it was great recognition by Kobe. Iverson was on him on the switch. He went into the post. He missed a little jumper, but once again, that offensive rebound, that quickness to the ball by the Lakers here that we've seen the entire third period.
Snow draws the foul. That's 3 on Kobe Bryant. And Kobe has tried to downplay the fact how much this means to him winning the series here in his hometown, Philadelphia. Grew up in the suburbs, Lower Merion. As you know, as a one-time member of the Philadelphia 76ers, he literally grew up across the way in the hallways of the Spectrum, playing with children of Lionel Hollins and Julius Erving, just kind of hanging around.
That's right.
His dad, Joe Bryant, a member of the 76ers. Here's Kobe with a strong move against Matt Geiger.
They switch out on that screen, and Geiger just does not have the foot speed. Normally, Mutombo wants to come over and block that shot, but he knows if he doesn't get it, he's got Shaquille there on that offensive backboard. He just does not want to leave them.
Lakers have an 11-point lead. Now Geiger operates at the high post. Shot clock at 6. Mutombo surprised to find the ball in his hands. We're very close to a traveling violation. Phil Jackson is upset. Calls a timeout.
Well, a brilliant coach, and as long as this team stays together, Kobe and Shaq, and he stays here, he could set a lot of records on championships, shatter all coaching records, and he has done a magnificent job throughout his career.
Horace Grant is fouled. That bailed out the Lakers. Well, we're looking at very elite company here. Red Auerbach, 9 NBA championships, 10 years. Casey Stengel, 7 World Series titles. Vince Lombardi with 5 in 7 years. National Hockey League, Scotty Bowman winning 5 NHL Stanley Cups. Phil Jackson is 1 win away from another title. Making a move on Arnold Red Auerbach.
Well, you think about it now, he won 3 in a row in Chicago. That team broke up a little bit when Michael decided to take a little time away. So Michael comes back and he wins it 3 more times in a row with a different group of guys. Takes a year off, comes here to LA, wins 1 last year. Looks like he's going to win number 2. Incredible what he's done.
And last touch by Rick Fox. Red Auerbach, 9 NBA championships. Head coach of the Boston Celtics, followed by Phil Jackson. John Kudlow of the old Minneapolis Lakers. In fact, for the Lakers, this the 26th trip to the finals, the most appearances in NBA history. They won 12 championships, 7 in LA and 5 in Minneapolis. And Aaron McKee coughs it up.
Well, you see, Aaron got right into the heart of the defense, thought he had a passing lane at the last minute. Everybody backed away to take that pass away, and he was too far underneath the basket, had no place to go.
Lakers with the ball, up by 10 with just under 6 remaining in the third. O'Neal, it's a traveling violation.
Like the Sixer fans go, finally, you call it traveling. There's a little hop step. Shaq just got out of rhythm on that play. Normally he gets that little 2-foot step and goes right into a shot. That time he was out of sync.
Larry Brown going with Eric Snow at the point, has the 3 guards on the floor. Snow, Iverson, and McKee. The big man Mutombo and Geiger. Iverson for 3. Yes. So the Laker lead is now 7. Light pressure being shown by the Sixers. And as the series has progressed, the Lakers handling the pressure more effectively. Iverson deflects it out.
Well, they only had 3 turnovers in the first half. Speaking of the Lakers, it led to 2 points. And remember, in game 1, they had 19 that led to 25 points. So as the series has gone on, they've done less dribbling, more passing, and it's been much more effective for them.
And what has helped the ball handling of Rick Fox, who's come up high, along with Robert Ory. 24-second violation. And signs of a run here by the 76ers. Lakers have led by as many as 11. It's now a 7-point game. We are just under 5 minutes remaining in the third. Iverson setting it up on Fisher. Yes!
Again, he's on one of those spurts. That's exactly what he does. Misses 4 or 5 in a row, but he is not going to stop shooting.
67-62. Shaq on the follow, and he is fouled.
Again, it looks like a harmless play, but if Shaq gets another technical, he would be out of the game, as would Matt Geiger, so he's got to stay away from another technical.
O'Neal 3 of 6 at the line. Coming into tonight, Shaq's had his ups and downs at the free throw line. Wednesday night, 8 for 16. And you can see how he's changed the stroke.
It's one of those things where when he gets out of rhythm, he goes back to his bad habits.
The Laker lead is down to 5. Iverson has a shot blocked by Fisher. Just slow it. Iverson is able to recover that because of the bruised rib injury. Shaquille, it counts, and the foul.
Well, he just wheeled in there, and Dikembe Mutombo leads with his head. He is very fortunate that he really has not gotten hurt with some of these power moves. But just watch the head of Mutombo as he leans right in there, and Shaq, with that shoulder, powers himself to the basket. Marvel, I've said before, I think Shaq is the most difficult guy in the league to referee. What is a normal move and what is excessive? I don't know how you can determine that with him. He's so strong.
O'Neal completes the three-point play. Second foul called on Mutombo. Here's McKee for Snow. Yes.
He has worked so hard to become a decent jump shooter. He wants to drive the basketball, but he knows now that with Iverson and all the double teams, he has to make that little shot.
And the Lakers overall have won 22 of their last 23 games. O'Neal is met by Geiger, and a foul is called.
Well, with Shaq shooting free throws the way he is, the one thing that the Sixers cannot do is allow him to catch the ball and dunk it. And Larry Brown does not believe in the hack of Shaq. And what he means by that is he doesn't believe in chasing Shaq around the floor and fouling him off the basketball. But he said, you know what, we have to take fouls in that paint area. We cannot allow Shaq to dunk the ball, but they've got to protect Mutombo because he can't take all the fouls, Marv. They have to come down and help him with other people.
And it looks like Shaq has relocated the touch. Now 5 for 10 from the line. Well, for a moment he had the touch going. His highlight game from the foul line was game 3 this past Sunday night. He actually hit 8 of 9 at the free throw strike. There's Aaron McKee. Geiger on the save. Ends up in the hands of Fox. Bryant fouled by Snow. So Kobe will shoot 2. Both teams are over the foul limit. Eric Snow committing his third. Kobe Bryant 6 for 7 from the line. He's only 5 for 16 from the field. And Derek discussing it with the official Dick Bavetta. So Iverson to the line. He's 4 for 6 at the foul line. Kevin Ollie, Rodney Buford over at the scorer's table trying to check in. Iverson was about to take the free throw, and Joe Crawford ran over and said, hold it. Obviously did not affect the touch. Now here come Ollie and Buford for Snow and McKee.
Well, you sub after the first free throw when it's a two-shot foul like that. So what Larry Brown's trying to do right now is, can he buy a little time for Eric Snow and Aaron McKee here at 3:15 to go, because then they're going to have a furious finish. Those guys are going to have a lot of energy. So can you buy some minutes and turn it up then in the fourth quarter and try to get this game?
Light pressure being shown by the Sixers, extending the defense. Foul is called on Buford. Rodney Buford during the regular season, toward the end of the regular season, was getting the playing time after the injury suffered by several of the Sixers. Buford had some big ball games.
He's shown the ability he can score, but that's a bad foul right there. You come in the game to buy some time. Rick Fox is dribbling the ball 20 feet away from the basket, and you foul him and put him on the free throw line. When you're trying to catch up, you cannot make those kind of plays.
Fox 6 of 6 at the line, so he has been perfect. Rick has 15. It's his best game since game 1 when he hit for 19 points. Lakers lead 75-66. Just under 3 to go in the third. Fox draws the foul. It's on Buford. So 2 bad fouls by Buford.
See that? You come in the game, keep it simple. You know, don't try to do anything out of the extraordinary. And here's Rodney Buford. When you throw that shoulder out, you know, Rick Fox does a nice job. Flops back at he's behind the three-point line, so the worst thing that happens is you pop back up and guard it. But 2 bad plays here by Rodney Buford. Looks like Snow's going to come right back in the game.
Fisher looking for the screen and then pops one home. Derek Fisher with a 3. That's his 4th from downtown, and he has 12 points.
It's timely shooting, just at the right time to get the Lakers those little spurts to keep the Sixers at bay. And that's an offensive foul on Iverson, lowering his shoulder. That'll be his 4th. So 3 tough fouls in a row here on the Sixers, Marv. They had cut it to a single-digit lead. And here, watch Iverson now as he pushes off of that off arm against Derek Fisher. And, Marv, I said earlier in the telecast, I think with the changing of the rules next year, the Sixers, one thing they're going to have to do is add some perimeter shooting. They've got great defenders, but they need to have some more shooters on the floor.
Single coverage on O'Neal. Gives it up. Horace Grant, yes. 6 points for Horace.
Since the double technical, Mark, it was 67-62 when Shaq got the double technical with Geiger. They've been on a 13-4 run.
14-point advantage, biggest lead of the game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Buford, and then try to tip it to Mutombo. Mutombo able to hustle it down. 1:40 left in the third quarter. Pass intended for Geiger, but Bryant saw it coming. Horace Grant. Iverson just gave Rodney Buford a look.
Like, what are you doing? A couple fouls and shooting the ball?
He's fighting off his teammate, Dikembe Mutombo, for that rebound. Iverson getting the pick. A minute remaining now in this third quarter. Snow for Geiger. Yes.
That's what he's done the entire series. He's made open jump shots. He's just got to be able to stay out on the floor. But when Horry's in the game, it really hurts him with his quickness. He can play against Horace Grant and be much more effective. Ford will come in the fourth period. That's when Phil will play him.
That was the first shot taken by Geiger. Shot clock at 5. And the foul is called. Dikembe Mutombo getting the wraps on Shaquille O'Neal.
Mark, it's a subtle little thing that Shaq does. He catches the ball in the post, and if he doesn't have a shot, he throws the ball out. And when the ball is in the air, he drives his defender deeper underneath the basket. So when he catches it, he's closer to the basket. So he gets position when that ball is in the air. He drives that defender underneath the basket. All right, now watch this. Shaq throws the ball out, and look where he gets it when he catches it back. He was outside the paint. When he gets it back, he's inside the paint. So he continues to work when that ball is in the air. You can't relax on him.
And as Shaq told us the other day, he can always go to that second move, third, fourth. He also said he's very quotacious.
Yeah.
He has enjoyed himself here this week.
Well, I know one thing. He's very powerful, and he's awfully good, too.
Iverson changed his mind. Iverson sets it up for three.
Well, that would have been a big shot. That would have cut it to 10. Now the Lakers look like they can hold it for the last shot, try to push this to 15 or 16. Sixers only 68 points in the game. Lakers defense has been awesome.
O'Neal to the hook shot. And a very friendly roll with 5 6/10 seconds remaining in the third. Eric Snow swings away. The Los Angeles Lakers with an 83-68 lead on the Philadelphia 76ers. Snow being guarded by Shaw, getting the stuff, and then he blew the stuff. Here comes Kobe McKee racing back and prevented the dunk at the other end.
Sort of says it all, doesn't it? A power move. Shaq had just taken a shot that hit the rim 5 times and went in. Looks like a point-blank shot. He misses it, and it starts a fast break for the Lakers. Kobe off and running, but here he is going to the basket. A power move, just couldn't finish it. And it bounces out, and Kobe gets a break going the other way and gets to the free throw line.
Kobe Bryant now 9 of 10 at the line. Here's Tyronn Lue replacing Derek Fisher. Leads with 12. Derek Fisher with 4 from downtown. Kobe having a similar game to game 4, where it was his all-around play, more as a setup guy, although he did come out shooting, has not shot well, 5 for 16, and still the Lakers have this commanding lead.
Well, I give Kobe a lot of respect here, because it would have been human nature for him to come in and try to put up big numbers, but he has not done that, as we see Iverson looking to shoot the three-point shot, but Mutombo with the offensive foul in the post. So Sixers starting to lose their composure here as they feel their season slipping away. Watch the post, Mutombo now. See if he gets his arm up in the post. He has a tendency to get those elbows up. And all the banging that goes on, it's tough that that one was called.
And this is beginning to take on a familiar look in that Western Conference run to this point. The Lakers won their 3 elimination games by an average of 16 points. They have the big lead here. They're up by 17. And it looked like he stepped out of bounds.
Well, this unit that's on the floor for the Lakers, it's Kobe Bryant. They run sort of an open court where the middle is open. They look for him to penetrate. He's got terrific three-point shooters out there with him as Shaq gets a rest.
The Lakers only the 7th turnover. Here's McKee, had nowhere to go. It's another Sixer turnover. Bryant, alley-oops, Horry. And Robert Horry just lays it home, and the Lakers pulling away. They now, it will take a miraculous turn by a team that is beaten up. Iverson, Allen Iverson playing with the bruised ribs, now has 30 points. A team that has shown the ability to come back on a number of occasions during the regular season and during this playoff run, but you wonder about tonight. Lakers have them overmatched at this point.
Mark, the Lakers are so good defensively. If they don't turn the basketball over, the Sixers just can't score enough points.
Shot clock at 1. Snow from Mutombo and lays it in. 87-72. Ron Lue and Ryan Shaw now in the backcourt. Kobe Bryant has moved up front. Here is Shaw. Bryant with the rebound and the bucket.
It's a great offensive rebound. You know, Aaron McKee tried to go up with him. Kobe with the fresher legs just went right over the top of him. But the offensive rebounding starting to take its toll. Getting second shots.
Kobe 23 points, 10 rebounds. Tyrone Hill is hacked. Foul on Ori.
Shot goes up. You see Aaron McKee just does not have anything left. He's got a chip fracture in his ankle, a sore shoulder, battling all kinds of ailments. And Kobe with the fresher legs. See Aaron McKee going over to get a little bit of a rest. The frustration for him here, growing up here, being at home, playing at Temple University, and he just, you see with the side there, he just has nothing left. He's given it all season long.
McKee just 2 of 5 from the field. Game 4, 1 for 9. Game 3, a 2 for 8. And that's not the usual contribution from Aaron McKee.
Well, going into this series, he'd averaged 16 points a game in the playoffs. He's down to 8 here now, so you get an idea of just the wear and tear. And also give credit to the Laker defense. Now, they have been terrific. You know, either Kobe Bryant or Rick Fox, one of those guys have been playing him, and they've done a great job.
Shaquille O'Neal is back on the floor. Bryant for 3. Kobe Bryant with 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Well, the other night he was 1 assist shy of a triple-double. He is now 4 assists away from a triple-double.
Well, the 76ers double teams are just so soft right now. Iverson goes down there. He can't bother Shaq, and it just opens up a wide-open 3 for somebody on the floor.
Roger Bell with 1 on the shot clock is blocked, and it's a 24-second violation. Kevin Ollie getting set to check back in. Ron Lue out of the University of Nebraska. A pleasant surprise in this NBA Final Series. It started with his defensive work against Allen Iverson. He's also hit some threes. Done it at both ends. Shot clock at 5. That pass intended for Lue. Snow able to recover the dribble. Roger Bell reluctant to shoot. Tyrone Hill able to score, and the Laker lead is 16. We're down to 7:45 remaining in the 4th quarter. Bryant played by Hill on the little. Ori played by Hill, and O'Neal is fouled. That's 5 on Mutombo.
Here's Allen Iverson coming down to double team. You see, there's no energy to double team, and they can't get out of their traps. Iverson's supposed to cover that corner. When you come out of the double team, the guy directs you. He spent so much energy running around off screen trying to get open. There's nothing left then for him to double team and then try to get back to the open shooter. That's how they're getting so many open threes.
Shot clock at 3. Lue with a driving hook. Rebounded by Hill. So Tyrone Hill with 12 rebounds along with his 13 points. Iverson. Yes. 32 for Iverson, and the Laker lead is now 14.
He just keeps coming at you.
Los Angeles is led by as many as 19 just moments ago. 3 second violation.
Kobe was late with that pass. Shaq had gotten into the lane, and when Kobe put it on the floor, by the time he could get the pass to him, Shaq had already been in the lane too long.
Aaron McKee is back in. Eric Snow will report in a moment. Iverson putting moves on Lue and fires. Rebound Hill. Well, that would have cut it to 12.
Tyrone Hill has come back and played a good basketball game. Now, Kobe turning it over. I think if they score here, Phil might take a timeout.
Ollie fouled by Shaw.
Horace Grant up off the bench telling guys, let's go. Don't get sloppy. Get a little bit of a lead here. You start thinking you got a cushion. 6.5 minutes to go. You're about 3 minutes of good, hard defense right now from winning the championship. That's how close you are. You don't want to get sloppy. Right now, 3 good, solid minutes, and they could close this game down.
Brian Shaw picked up the foul. His second. Kevin Ollie at the line. And you see Derek Fisher checking back in. Here's Matt Geiger for Dikembe Mutombo receiving a standing ovation. Dikembe with 5 fouls. He'll get a rest, 13 points, 10 rebounds for Mutombo. It's a 12-point game, and we see pressure being employed by the Sixers. 6-0 run for Philly. Now Shaq guarded by Matt Geiger, and is fouled.
Looks like they might be going to the hack-a-shack here. They got Geiger in the game trying to protect Mutombo with fouls. So will they go the substitution, bring Mutombo in when they have the ball, try to get Geiger out there to take some fouls? Shaq going to the basket. The Sixers thought it was before the shot. The referee said no, he was in the act of shooting.
It's only the 13th foul on Philadelphia. Lakers also have 3. O'Neal now 7 of 14 from the foul line. Lakers up 93-80 as we approach 6 minutes remaining in this 4th quarter. Iverson squeezing his way. Iverson has 34 points. And the Sixers are now down by 11.
Twisting, turning, leaning. Got them all.
And this crowd is back into it. Geiger reaching in. And Iverson is on it. The Lakers up by 11. Here's Tyrone Hill. Yes. Well, the question is, do the 76ers have one more gallant run left?
Looks like Geiger's going to take the foul on Shaq if he catches the ball. Put him on that foul line.
Well, he does not commit the foul as the Lakers are able to rotate it. 6 on the 24. Fisher forcing. Hits. What a shot by Derek Fisher with the shot clock running down. It's another 3. That's his 5th from downtown. He now has 15 points, all 15 coming on 3-pointers. Snow for 3. Geiger able to keep it alive. Iverson from way downtown. Snow on it again. Iverson again with the 3. Yes.
Looked like Laurie was going to get a piece of that from behind. I don't know how he kept his concentration, but Marv, the Lakers have just come up with all kinds of threes. We see it the entire series when they've needed it. Fisher in game 2, Ori in game 3.
O'Neal with a power move, not able to hit. O'Neal and a foul. That will put the 76ers over the foul limit. Matt Geiger has fouled out. 6 fouls in his 11 minutes, and as he left, heard the cheers from the crowd. So Shaquille O'Neal at the line. He is now 8 for 16 from the foul line.
Well, if he makes these 2, he will discourage them from taking fouls. That's what happened, you know, Marv, early in the playoffs. He finished the season on a high note, and teams were very concerned about taking the foul on him during the playoffs. His free throw shooting has not even been a question, other than in the one game when he missed 12 free throws.
I would think it would pay the way he's shooting free throws tonight.
Yes.
To continue with the hack-a-shack. And Kobe Bryant able to reach for the rebound. We're under 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Lakers with a 10-point lead.
Now they're going to start using clock, and the clock gets against them. They'll either go into Shaq just like that and get the foul, or Kobe will try to penetrate and make a play, maybe find a 3-point shooter. But I have a feeling, Marv, these last 3:40 could go long here.
And that is number 6 on Dikembe Mutombo. Once again, receiving a standing ovation. Dikembe Mutombo coming to Philadelphia in the trade for Theo Radcliffe, a trade that was not accepted at first. Dikembe, though, with a terrific run playoffs, and he has won over the fans of Philadelphia.
I couldn't agree with you more. Theo was a very popular player, and Larry Brown said, you know, it hurt me to have to trade Theo as we see Shaq knock in the free throw. He said because he was such a big part of the turnaround. But Dikembe Mutombo, remember now in the All-Star game this year, the game that he had, Larry Brown was coaching that game, and right after that they made the trade. He's come in here and won this city over with his tenacity and great play.
Shaq barely getting a piece of the net. And hearing it from the crowd, but the Lakers lead 98-87. Dikembe Mutombo averaged just under 17 points, 12 rebounds in this final series. Tyrone Hill is rejected emphatically by Shaquille O'Neal.
I think Shaq was letting him know that air ball was out of his mind. He wasn't thinking about it. He said, okay, you want to challenge me in here? I'll toss that right up into row 3.
Third block for Shaq. John McCullough came on for Dikembe Mutombo. Here's McCullough. And Eric Snow able to convert. So the Lakers now lead 98-89. Lakers have led by as many as 19. 76ers have it within 9, but only 3 minutes left.
Well, they get a stop here and hit a 3. It's a 2-possession game, but you know what? They're going to call 3 seconds on Shaq.
And the 76ers without the 2 big men, Dikembe Mutombo, Matt Geiger, both have fouled out. Tyrone Hill wheeling his way. Shot rejected. Coming up on 2.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Lakers lead 98-89. A 21-11 run by the Sixers, cutting into that 19-point deficit. O'Neal getting position on McCullough. Bryant. Shot clock at 3. Here's Horry for 3. Rebounded by Fox. Rick Fox able to get to the rim. No one boxing out. And Fox with 17 points. The Lakers lead by 11.
Marv, that's going to do it.
McCullough rejected by O'Neal.
Marv, it's going to be really interesting. This Philadelphia fans, and we see Tyrone.
Counts and the foul.
But in the last moments of this game, you're going to see a real tribute from these Philadelphia fans to these 76ers, thanking them for the ride they have given them in the playoffs this year. It's a very tough crowd, but when they get behind you, Marv, I know from experience, I came here as a first-round draft pick in 1973. The team was 9-73, and 4 years later, playing for a world championship against Bill Walton's Blazers. Now, they did beat us, but how quickly it changed. It's sort of been the same rise with this team. Allen Iverson to getting to this point. 8-point game now as the three-point play was converted.
Well, this Sixer team that beat the Pacers 3-1, won a 7-game series from Toronto, won a 7-game series from Milwaukee, took game 1 in a stunner in Los Angeles, beating the Lakers in overtime, but the Lakers have come roaring back. Another 3-second violation on Shaquille, a minute 35 remaining in the fourth. It's an 8-point game, and the Sixers in possession. Iverson overplayed by Fisher. Here's Iverson giving it up. Shot clock at 10. Snow working hard. Hill. McCullough blocked from behind by Horry, and a foul. So Eric Snow will shoot 2.
Well, the tenacity of the 76ers, even though they're down 8, a minute 14 to go, they're going to make it difficult for the Lakers to try to hoist that trophy in their building. Shot goes up. Looks like McCullough has a point-blank tip. Here comes Horry from behind, but Eric Snow, he'd be a great rugby player.
Yes.
I'm telling you, with the way that ball gets on, he would come out of that scrum with it. He would be off and running.
Snow now is 5 for 7 at the line. Well, Eric would have the physique for rugby and for football. 6'3", 205 pounds. Brother Percy did play in the NFL. It's down to a 7-point deficit.
Now remember, you cannot foul Shaq off the basketball. It will be away from the ball. Foul will be one shot in the basketball. So the only way they can foul him is if he catches it in the post. So will the Lakers throwing the ball right now with him struggling?
Both teams are over the foul limit. 1 minute remaining in the fourth. Roger Bell defending on Kobe Bryant. And it's Jermaine Jones against Shaquille O'Neal. Fisher from downtown. 18 points for Fisher. 6 of 12 from the field. All 6 have been three-pointers. And they're on their feet applauding the effort of the Philadelphia 76ers, who have had themselves a magnificent run, but it will be the Los Angeles Lakers winning a second straight NBA title, and they'll make it 8-0 on the road in the playoffs. And that is a record for the most consecutive road wins in a single postseason. Aaron McKee from downtown with 42 seconds left. So it's a 7-point game. Iverson looking for the steal and commits his 5th foul. So Robert Horry is headed to the line.
It's like Larry Brown is going to take out some of his players so they can get the recognition from this crowd. Allen Iverson getting ready to sit down, and listen to this moment.
It's been a spectacular season for the most valuable player, Allen Iverson. Standing ovation for Iverson. 37 points for Iverson with 40 seconds remaining. And the various 76ers applauding the crowd as Robert Horry extends to an 8-point lead.
Well, if Robert Horry would have missed these 2 free throws, it would have been a 7-point game. Might have been a little early, but if he buries them both, it's 9, and it'll be decided. So Larry Brown, one of this team to be able to get the recognition as Horry steps up and knocks them both in. It's a 9-point lead. That's 3 threes, 3 possessions.
A chant of MVP from the crowd honoring Allen Iverson as time has run out on the 76ers. Buford, Fisher on the rebound, and once again an enormous game for Derek Fisher. The celebration has begun on the Laker bench. Coming up on 10 seconds remaining, and the Los Angeles Lakers will make it a second straight NBA crown.
Fox threw that 3 in at the clock. It looked like he just threw it up there to hit the backboard, and he made it.
Just looking to run it down. That's the way it's gone for the Lakers, who finished with a 15-1 run. The best all-time playoff winning percentage in the history of the league.